my first guest is one of the hottest film stars around. He starred in the critically acclaimed Boogie Nights, and you can currently see him in the #1 movie, The Big Hit. Let's take a look.
Pam?
Yeah?
Were you going to break up with me?
Yeah.
I guess this is goodbye then, Mr. Shulman.
Yes, yes.
I'm sorry about the meal and all.
Things could be worse.
Please welcome Mark Wahlberg. That never gets old, huh?
No, not at all.
There's actually no speaking required in this interview.
Oh, great. Sure. I'm a little beat anyway. I've been working pretty hard.
You've been working hard? Well, you know, I was checking out... First of all, thanks very much for being here.
Oh, my
Appreciate
pleasure,
it.
my pleasure.
And I was looking at different scenes from this movie, The Big Hit, and a lot of times you can tell that someone's not doing their own stunts. Right. Because, you know, someone like me is in the movie and they're running, and they go to jump through a window, and then they cut to a really well-muscled guy going in a red fright wig, going through the window and then landing. But there are a lot of scenes here where I see you. You can clearly see that you're doing the stunts.
Yeah, but I wasn't actually looking forward to it. I was hoping that there was somebody who was in shape. I mean, I always go through the thing, you look so much better on TV or on a billboard in your underwear, because of course they touch things up and you look bigger on screen. Especially with Boogie Nights, you know, I always get that. But, I did
hard to top that, I would think, yeah.
By the director to do a lot of my own stuff, and the stunt coordinator didn't even speak English. So basically, I would show up on the set.
He just said, "You in trouble." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I would show up on the set, and it would be on top of this building, for instance, and I'd look down, and there'd be a little airbag down there, and he'd say, "You jump," and then he'd walk away. And
you jump?
And I'd kind of look at the director, and everybody just kind of turn away, and they'd say, "Roll sound," and and that was it.
But you are in, obviously, you're in very good shape. I mean, I work out like 3 times a week. Yeah. Nothing. No. Nothing happens. What's the secret? I mean, how often do you work out, seriously?
Well, now that I've been doing the movie stuff, it's just kind of whatever's required for the part. You know? Right, that's it. Right now, I'm required to smoke a lot of cigarettes and drink a lot of beer. Oh, serious, because I don't, I can't.
For your next movie, The Big Slob.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We have something in...
I want to try to be versatile.
Right.
You know, you got to do something different.
We have something in common, at least, which is I thought I was from a big family. I'm one of 6. I also come from the Boston area, but I'm one of 6. You're one of how many?
I'm the youngest of 9.
Of 9?
Yeah. And my mom actually had 2 miscarriages. So I would have actually had a little brother to beat up, but things didn't work out, so I was the one who got beat up all the time.
I was going to ask that, because when there are that many brothers in one house...
That's why it worked out.
People are just beating each other constantly.
Yeah. Well, it would go right down the food chain, you know, and I was last.
So now, what's the deal now? Because they did pick on you. What's the story now?
Well, like I said, that's why I worked out. I mean, other than the fact that I got in trouble and I was a little boy going into a man's world. Right. I was also, you know, wanting to get revenge, you know, on my brothers and my sisters. My sisters were more cruel than my brothers. But so I would work out, and then even to this day, you know, we go home for Christmas, and they're all kind of like older and, you know, married, and they have their own kids and their own, you know, little kids to deal with, and I'm still like a little kid. I beat them up all the time. You know, I still
you say, put your kid to bed, and then I want to fight you.
Exactly. Yeah. And my mother is just, she cannot get over the fact that we still go at it. You know? Yeah. But she doesn't understand. Every time they turned around, every time she would turn around, I get smacked in the back of the head. Right. Every time you quit hockey game, you get hit in the back of the head with a stick. I mean, it's just...
They're not fair, these brothers.
No.
Well, speaking of your mother, I want to ask this, because this blew my mind. Your mom visited you on the set of Boogie Nights, which I would think would be a place where you don't want your mom.
Yeah, well, I didn't let her on the set.
You didn't let her on the set?
No. Well, she started crying by the time she got to the trailer, and actually, the first time she saw me, and it was towards the end of the movie. So, Dirk was all drugged out, and I had lost about 40 pounds, and she hadn't seen me in a long time. And I had, you know, the makeup, I had scratches on my face, and and she just panicked. She thought I was dying, and she was saying that I had to come home right away. She wanted to feed me and take care of me. And I was trying to explain to her, Mom, it's a movie. It's a movie.
This is for the role. You got to.
And it's not the healthiest thing in the world to lose 40 pounds and then put on 40 pounds. I mean, it's bad, but you know, I figure, you know, I could be doing a lot worse things. And
I don't even know how you could fluctuate your weight that much. I mean, it's one thing to say, okay, you got to gain 40 pounds, but then to have to lose it again seems crazy to me.
Yeah, it is rough. But no, losing it is actually a lot easier. Like I said, I start smoking cigarettes and drink Bud Lights with my friends, you know, after work. But,
You're now going to get a free case of Bud Light from the company.
Oh, please. No, well, no, I can't because I have to.
Excited?
I'm about 8 days away from finishing, and I have to put on all the weight again.
Right.
I have to stop my favorite diet and go into working out again and stuff like that.
Hey, I know how it is. Now, in the movie, I guess you wanted your character based on John Holmes in Boogie Nights, a famous porn star, kind of.
Loosely based, yeah.
Loosely based, and he had a certain walk that you wanted to try and mimic. Is that right?
Yeah, it's much more the Burt Reynolds walk than the John Holmes walk. I was just watching a lot of older stuff. We were watching some John Holmes stuff, obviously, to figure out exactly how bad I needed to act. And then we were watching a lot of Burt movies because I was just wanted to make sure I was reminding myself of who exactly I was working with.
That's an odd notion that you have to watch pornography for your work. You know, it's sort of like...
Well, this particular situation...
Right, I know.
I'm not a huge fan of pornography. I went to the set and I actually had to watch Ron Jeremy trying to, you know, do his thing. It's not...
You were on the set during one of those movies?
Paul took us to one set, yeah.
Who else went?
Paul, Bill Macy, Julianne Moore had gone on one time.
Did Burt Reynolds go too?
Luis Guzman and John Riley, and then probably went about 5 or 6 times. They liked it.
I just want to make sure I get this right. Yeah.
And they didn't have to do too. Well, John did. John actually acted out a lot of that the porn scenes with me, but Luis didn't have to, and he was on the porn sets all the time. He wasn't even going to work. He was just like he wanted to work with Ron Jeremy.
Oh, thanks for doing that homework. Yeah, right. Yeah. So what was the special walk? I know it must have been like a 70s walk to John Holmes.
I just didn't feel right for me, and I ended up going to a wardrobe fitting, and they're pulling out the Speedos, with the headbands, and the cowboy boots, and these tight pants, and I said, "There's no way I can't fit into these pants," and I hadn't lost all the weight yet, and I tried to put the pants on, and I was yelling at the guy. I said, "I'm not even going to be able to walk in these," and I got up and I started walking, and the whole room was mirrored. And that was the walk. That was it. It's just really tight clothes that squish your ass cheeks together. And
it's the pants that do it?
Yeah, that's it, man.
That's so bad. That's Burt Reynolds' secret, is that his pants were too tight.
And the cowboy boots, and start tilting to one side.
Well, it worked for him, and it worked for you. The big hit, your new movie, is in theaters now, #1 movie. So you got to feel good.
Yeah.
Mark, again, thanks for being here. We appreciate you making the time for us.
My pleasure.
Mark Wahlberg, everybody. Coach Catan coming up. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.